In the winter of 1959, a group of experienced hikers set out on an expedition in the Ural Mountains of Russia. The group, led by Igor Dyatlov, was supposed to return to civilization in a few days. But when they failed to arrive, a rescue mission was launched. What they found would leave investigators baffled and the world haunted by questions. This is the story of the Dyatlov Pass incident. The hikers had set up camp on the slopes of the mountain, where something went terribly wrong. In the middle of the night, the hikers cut open their tent from the inside, leaving all their belongings behind, including their shoes. In a frantic escape, they ran barefoot into the freezing wilderness, leaving strange footprints in the snow. But why would they do this? What caused them to flee in such a panic? When their bodies were found, the scene was even more puzzling. Some of the hikers had gruesome injuries, broken ribs, fractured skulls, but there were no signs of a struggle. Worse still, 2 had missing eyes, and 1 had her tongue removed. And then there were the footprints leading off into the snow. And then, nothing. While the official cause of death was reported as hypothermia, the evidence suggested something far darker. Some theorists claim that an avalanche caused the hikers to panic, while others believe that military experiments or even paranormal forces may have played a role. In the winter of 1922, on a remote farmstead in Germany, 6 members of the Gruber family were found brutally murdered. But what made the case even more chilling was that the killer may have been living in the house with the family for days after the murders. The family was found in their beds, murdered with a pickaxe. But the most unsettling detail was the discovery that the killer appeared to have been living in the house after the murders. The killer hid in the attic, eating the family's food, and even using their bedding to stay warm. For days, no one noticed anything unusual. Was the killer a family member, a stranger, or someone hiding within the walls? Many theories exist, but none could ever definitively identify the murderer. The strange events that led up to the murders still haunt those who lived near Hinterkaifeck. On a quiet June evening in 1912, a family was found brutally murdered in their sleep in Villisca, Iowa. The killer used an axe and, in a chilling twist, covered the victims' faces with sheets. But there were no clues, no obvious suspects. The case remains unsolved, and the mystery has haunted the town for more than a century. When the bodies were discovered, it was clear that something horrifying had occurred. The killer had methodically slain each member of the family and their 2 guests, leaving no sign of struggle. Yet the killer's presence seemed almost ghostly. No one heard a thing. No one saw anything unusual. Several theories about the Villisca axe murders have been proposed. A disgruntled local, a traveling preacher, or even someone with a vendetta. But the mystery endures. Could it have been someone close to the family? Or does the house, now a popular tourist spot, hold something far darker within its walls? 3 chilling stories from different corners of the world. The Dyatlov Pass, the Hinterkaifeck murders, and the Villisca axe murders all have left behind mysteries that continue to haunt us. What truly happened in these stories? The answers may never be known, but the fear they evoke is timeless.